Where we left off last time, we have Dido about to die in a cruel funeral. Does that not hold you? So, here Dido is threatening suicide if Aeneas leaves as a reason for him not to leave. But if he's Aeneas, he's saying, I need to get the hell out of here. Okay, so we're going to pick up here on line 311 at this quid. Okay, and I have that these are present contrary to fact conditionals. What does that mean? What's a conditional? Yeah, if then, right? What is present contrary to fact? So this if, right? So what does present contrary to fact mean? Nope, that's future less vivid, or what do you call it? Future imaginary. Well, yeah, it's imperfect subjunctive, right? An imperfect subjunctive. An imperfect subjunctive. Okay, so you're going to say were, would. Okay, and our subject in this first part is you, right? So this is really accusative. I'm just going to throw it in there. What if you were seeking or I guess it'd be if you were not seeking, right? Foreign fields and unknown homes. And ancient Troy was remaining. Would Troy be looked for by your fleets? Through the wavy sea. In other words, hypothetical, like some people are like, okay, hypothetical. Just like hypothetically, if Troy were there, would you turn back and go back to Troy, or would you stay here and love me? Okay? And I don't really think that Dido wants to know the answer to that. What do you think Aeneas' answer would be? Yeah! Love ya. Hate it for ya. I would go back to Troy, right?
I feel like it's kind of like
He needs some me time. They need a, what's it?
You gotta like do something.
The first, break is the first word in break up, right? So if you ever say, I need to take a break, you really just should break up with that person. Life advice of Dr. Simone. Wow.
I'm ready.
My favorite sentence of this whole book.
Those 2 words.
Do you flee me? Because if you have to ask the question, right? Remember this any tells you it's a question. Do you flee me?
We have a Latin shirt.
Yes, we do have a Latin shirt. Yeah. Okay. So I is your subject, okay? So it's like I, comma. Through these tears and your right hand.
No, we were talking about the left hand.
Did y'all see the word oro in here? Because it says that te is the... Oh my word, it's all the way down there in 319.
That's a little. This is all the same sentence.
Okay, yeah, so, well, I mean, and that tells you, like, you know how, like, when a girl, like, snot cries and it's like, you know, like that? Okay, that's what Dido's doing here. Okay, it's like definite, can't believe you're breaking up with me snot cry. Now, I don't mean to, like, single out girls here, but we are in a room of all girls, but boys do it too. Believe it or not, I have seen a boy totally snot cry over the fact that, you know, I was dropping him like a rock.
How many times has that happened?
Anyway,
When your mom was here, she kept telling us to get it a lot of times. I feel like she said stuff like that. And yes, anybody else remember?
you gotta kiss a lot of frogs. Okay, anyway, so this I is the subject all the way down here of this oro. So it's like I, comma, through these tears and your right hand. Okay, and then you got like a clause in here. Since I myself left, I guess to be I myself now left. Okay, and then that nihil is your accusative, like, it's like nihil aliud, so it's like nothing something. So I'm going to say, like, no other option. Okay, so that's your accusative. And then this mihi miserai is dative. Dative. For my miserable self. So I myself now left. No option for my miserable self. Why would she say that? It's chiasmus. Well, she'd say that because she ran off with some fleeing Aeneas, right? When she had, like, steady, upright Iarbas, right? That she was, like, betrothed to, and she runs off for some, like, you know, hot, flashy, young warrior person. Right? Yeah. Don't be that girl. But look, the letter, especially you, William, don't be that girl.
Especially Quiche, too.
Yeah, Quiche, don't be that girl, Quiche. But see, she looks, see how with the chiasmus he shows that she, like, pinned herself in? Ooh. Dr. Simone. Okay, so she's gonna, like, whine some more. Okay?
This is what I think this was.
Through our union or marriages, right? So look, this is kind of like, it is not kind of like, it is anaphora, right? Marriages. Yeah, it is. Through our marriages. Well, I mean, I guess they both have been married. They're both kind of divorcees. They fled their other people into new lands, so they have that in common.
Did you not have to get like an official divorce? Or just kinda, like,
No, she got in the boat and rowed as fast as she could away from that crazy. But
I feel like Diane would include like how things were. I feel like she would actually be like 13 at this point, so her response is completely reasonable.
yes. Okay, through our marriages, through the wedding hymns. I don't know. I could totally be making that up. Yep. Through the wedding hymns having been begun. Okay, so we have this next part is like an if then, these two if clauses. Okay, the next thing you know is, remember after see, nizzy, newman, nay, all the ollies go away. So that's really aliquid. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
And so you're going to translate this part as if I deserved anything well from you, or if there was anything hold on, more sweet. Well, I guess it'd be, this goes with this. So maybe it was like anything of mine was sweet for you. And then this miserere is an imperative from miserior, and it takes the genitive, which this is genitive. Okay, so you're going to say, okay, the reason this is imperative, sorry. Okay, remember miserior is deponent? Okay, it's EOR. And the imperatives of deponent verbs look like infinitives. Okay, so pity these falling houses and oops, this actually goes up here, and put off that mind, like your intent. Okay, and then go back to this or row is your main verb. So I beg, and then your main accusative is right up here. I beg you. You got if still, well, this is going to be subjunctive. There should be a place for prayers. Well, sorry. If there should be any place for prayers. Now Dodo's going to start pointing the finger at Dido. Can you think of him? She's kind of like poking him in the chest, like you did all these things. Okay? So that's why this repetition of propter quae is important. So we got on account of you. the Libyan, on the tribe of you, the races of Libya, and the nomad princes. And then this is one of those ERE equals ERUNT. Hate. And then you got to put in here me. Okay, then right here you got to put, okay, so the Tyrians are hostile. I guess it'd be Sunt. Sunt. The Tyrians are hostile. And the reason that he leaves all this stuff out, this ellipsis, is because she's getting angrier and angrier. Okay. Okay. On account of you going, this is a. Okay, so we got on account of you going. This is accusative. It's a gerundive, right? My sense of honor has been extinguished or is lost. And by which alone I was going to the stars. Oh, so this is nominative. So I might put this up here. And, my fame is lost, by which alone I was approaching to the stars. Okay, so this next one is dative. And this verb takes the dative. For whom, or for what, are you leaving me about to die? Your book says this moribundum is just an alternate way of saying morituram, like a future active participle. Okay. Guest. Okay, so this is, what is that, apostrophe, because he's not there, right? Or he's just calling him out. So instead of calling him, husband, she's calling him guest, like he's unwelcome in her house anymore. Since this name alone, this is since this name alone remains from the marriage, why do I delay? Or does my brother Pygmalion Okay, and then you got to go to Destruat on the next line. Or does my brother Pygmalion destroy or until my brother Pygmalion destroys my walls or Gaetulian Aearbus leads me, who was her suitor, right? Before Aeneas came along. Or does Gaetulian Aearbus lead, like me, having been captured? So that the Destruat and the Ducat are what are called anticipatory subjunctives, because that doom is what makes them anticipatory. Like, why am I waiting to do this? Okay, so the sequa, if only there had been for me, so that's one of those dative of reference, there had been for me, you could also say I had. So there had been for me someone, or I guess it'd be like some offspring from you, or some offspring having been born. So these are all accusative. Having been born before your flight. So in other words, if I had had an anchor baby. If some small Aeneas were playing for me in my hall, who, relative quasi-characteristic, however, would recall you in face, like who would look like you. Surely I would not seem in all or wholly having been betrayed. These are nominative because that verb takes the nominative. Having been captured and or betrayed and deserted. So that's the end of her first little spiel. She had spoken. He, talking about Aeneas, so this is an ablative of cause. He was holding motionless because of the warnings of Jupiter. Okay, so like, he's standing there like this. Motionless. Kind of stupefied. Sorry, he was holding his eyes. So this lights is always metonymy for eyes. So he was holding his eyes motionless. And having struggled, that's a PPP, having struggled, was pressing his cares under his heart. So like he was being stoic. At last, he speaks a few words. I will never deny you, Queen, who like you who well, hold on, which you are able to recount many things by speaking. So, many things, maybe it's many things which you are able, or yeah, you are able to enumerate by speaking. So that's a gerund, right? Okay, so then we're going to set off an indirect statement. That that you having been deserved everything. Okay, so maybe it's I will never deny you having been deserved everything which you wish to say by speaking. Nor will this is an impersonal verb, so you might say well, I think I would just say, okay, you're going to do this like a nominative. Nor will I regret to have remembered of Dido, so Alyssa equals Dido, as long as the spirit, hold on, as long as okay, so this so as long as I myself remember of myself, as long as the spirit rules these limbs. So it's like 3 different clauses right here. So I will speak a few things for my case, like in defense of my case. And I think that's where we pull over for today.